The first 6 weeks of a baby's life are pretty stressful. You're not getting any sleep, and the baby itself is so tiny and it's still figuring out how to do basic things. Everything they do, they're doing it for the first time. I find myself checking to make sure she's still breathing. Once you reach the 6-week mark, you're like through the forest. Chances are the baby and you have found some kind of a rhythm. And Olive and I have found a rhythm now. I mean, every day she takes 2 longer naps, so I have like 3-hour chunks of time where I can do stuff like make this video. Every night she cluster feeds from dinner time to 10 p.m. So I know that I can't get anything done in the evening, but at least I know that. And now every night she wakes up twice between when she goes to bed finally at 10 or so and 5 a.m. And then at 5 a.m. she wakes up and she wants to hang out and probably burp and maybe get changed. So we kind of get up and have a little hangout session. And then we go back to bed for another hour and a half or so, and then we do it all over again. But my point is, we're on a schedule, we're on track, we know what's going on now. It's not just all like chaos and like, what does she want? What does she need? What's going on? I don't know how to please her. Now I pretty much know what she wants and how to please her. My favorite part about the newborn phase is just the closeness that you get with your newborn. I'm with her through everything she does. You get on a rhythm with your baby and there's nothing like it. There's nothing like feeding her and then watching her burp and then this sounds stupid. It's mostly about digestion right now, is because that's all she does is eat and digest and poop. It's almost like she's still a part of you, but she's outside of your body. They call it the 4th trimester for a reason. It's because she's still a part of you. My favorite thing she does right now is smile. Granted, she might just be farting, but it's usually after I've fed her a lot of milk and she'll be drinking milk and then she'll just look up at me and just go, ah, and smile at me. And it's like, oh, it's all worth it. All the sleep deprivation and everything, it's all worth it when you see her little smile. Now that we're entering this new phase where she's just a straight up infant and not a newborn, I have some goals and things that I want to work on. The first thing that's on my mind is I want to start exercising again. You're supposed to wait 6 weeks before you start exercising. Now I have the all clear and I can go. So I'm gonna go exercise with Olive, where you can bring your stroller and work out with other moms who have babies too. And the second thing on my mind is pumping. We've had 6 weeks to get on track with the milk production and latching and all that stuff. And now I feel like maybe once a day, maybe once every other day, I can pump so I can start to store a little bit of milk for the time that will inevitably come that I want to go do something without Olive. I mean, the time's gonna come where I have to do something where she can't come with me for an hour or two. So I need to start thinking about that and be prepared. The third thing is kind of linked with exercise, but it's about diet. So for the past few months, I've just been eating whatever I feel like because I've been either hugely pregnant or getting my milk supply up. And when you're pregnant, you're supposed to have 200 extra calories. When you're breastfeeding, you're supposed to have 500 extra calories. With that in mind, I feel like I've just been eating all the time. Now that we've established breastfeeding and we know that my milk supply is up, I could start thinking about my diet and getting back in shape and feeling my best. And for me, what that means, I think, is limiting carbs. I've been just like eating cookies and bread for 9 months straight. So exercising, being more conscious about what I put into my body, and starting to pump. So that's my 6-week update. So far, so good.